The Elitlopp starts, the Elitlopp Carnival actually is May 29 to 31, and Dennis Engelbo, a freelance journalist from Sweden, is going to join me just to talk about, what's an iconic event on harness racing calendar. Firstly, Dennis, thank you very much for joining me very early in the morning over there in Sweden.
Thank you so much for having me.
Excited?
For sure. I mean, it's an amazing weekend. So, now we just wanted to get started.
As a harness racing junkie, I agree. I hate it when they clash. I've got a big commitment on this weekend as well, but the actual times work out very good for the Australians. It's a Sunday and late morning on a Sunday. I'll confirm the times with you a little bit later, but we'll be able to, most people will be able to watch it and know it's on. And plus there's a fair bit of interest, albeit no horses. We all wanted Kiang Sahara over there, but we do have Dexter Dunn, who is a Kiwi, so he's from the Southern Hemisphere, so we can definitely be barracking for him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he has a really good chance in geocache. So, I mean, Dexter Dunn had been here before, and hopefully he had learned a lot from that experience as well. So, no, Dexter Dunn, he is definitely one of those who can win the race.
Fields. We'll produce the fields in a minute. We might talk through each of those horses briefly as well with some points. But it says here two days, 20 hours basically, or just under 20 hours until the Elitlopp starts. How much else goes on there? You said there to me before you've got a lot going on, and it's not just the Elitlopp itself. Like, how big is this carnival over there? How many days does it run for?
Yeah, I mean, Solvalla as a racing track doesn't have a lot of public the normal days. So all the facilities for 40,000 people over 3 days needs to be fixed beforehand. So no, it's a lot of things going on, everything from putting up all the sponsor things to clean the toilets, I guess. So it's a lot of things going on here at Solvalla, and the people are working really hard, and it's a totally different arena compared to normal race days.
It looks awesome, and hopefully I will get there one day. I do want to do a few other travels and go to a few of these other events. I will say, if anyone wants to, the beauty of AI nowadays, Dennis, you'll appreciate this. What I did is actually typed in how to find the Elitlopp Fields 2026 in English. So that's one of the easy ways before, but it's pretty simple. It's got its own website. It is the Elitloppet. Actually, I'll actually whack it up here so people can see. It's just up here in the top corner. Elitloppet SE, and then EN is the English part. But this drop down will come down, and you can see it can be in other speaking languages. But then you switch it over, and it's pretty cool that you're able to access that. And actually, I might even leave that website up for that whole site up there for a sec, because it actually goes through everything and it's pretty thorough with the whole box and dice right through to the horses. And I'll be honest, I've got a fair bit of form, if you like, off that part there. So it's a pretty comprehensive website, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. And since a couple of years ago, they actually really wanted everyone to say that it's an international Elitlopp. I mean, it's an international race. And then, of course, we have to get everyone involved and get everyone interested all over the world. So, of course, it's really good to have that opportunity to read in English as well.
Yep. And
because to be fair, not everyone speaks Swedish all over the world, unfortunately, I guess.
Don't worry, not everyone speaks English, but if you listen to the English, we all speak it. So I think it's great, and I think we've got to be able to attract this. It's got an international field of horses. You've got 7 Swedish, 4 French, 2 Italians, a Dutch, Finnish, and Norway horse. So the international flavour's there, but a couple of those horses actually have a lot of American form as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do, absolutely. So, no, it's horses that has shown their form all over the world. So, no, it's a really nice race with a lot of international flags.
Yeah, it has indeed. And I'll go through both those horses fields. If you're comfortable, we might go through each of the runners very briefly. I don't need a lot, but just to be able to explain to people what sort of horses are racing. I will say it starts off with a bit of a bang for me. Both heats are here. You can actually catch those, as I said, on that website. They're easy enough to find there. I will say, whoever does that, I want to say one thing from my point of view. Congratulations. They put a blue banner up for heat number 1 and a red banner up So when you actually are pinching stuff, sometimes it gets confusing to know which one's which, but because they differentiated just that little bit, I really appreciate that. So whoever did that behind the scenes, thank you. But when you start off with the first horse you see, Luke the Spook, and I was like, what the hell sort of name is that? But it is actually, there's a little bit of meaning to the name, isn't there?
Yeah, it is, and it's a Swedish owner that has a lot of horses, Anders Ström, that actually bred the horse, and he also owns the horse as well. It started its career in USA, and now it's on Swedish soil. So I mean, it's a really nice horse, and it's a really good pedigree as well, because one of his sisters won a big race in Sweden as well. So interesting horse. Now we will see how he will handle the elite horses as well.
The one thing I liked about the comments, this is what his form in USA was okay, but he has definitely, like anyone that knew his USA form, he's improved since he's gone to Europe.
Yeah, he has improved. I mean, he hasn't won that much races. He has shown really good speed, but to be fair, he hasn't won a race since June last year. So
okay,
maybe it's time now. But last race he raced actually this Saturday. And he was having so much power left when they turning in from to the finish line. So he's a really good horse that hopefully can get involved, especially from this post number.
The second horse, Diva Ek, and I love the comment after this. She's had 45 starts. I will ask you about form maybe towards the end, but 45 starts, 23 of those are won. But the comment, is she the best mare in the world? That's a big rap.
That is a big rap for sure. I'm not 100% sure that she is. Alessandro Gocciadoro, who is training the horse, he has a really good mare called Clarissa as well. But maybe Diva Ek is the best mare in the world over 1600 meters. But I guess that you from Australia doesn't. You have another horse that might be that kind of words to it. So I mean, the Kiang Sahara is an amazing mare as well. So, but we'll see. Maybe she will come next year. So then she and Diva Ek can figure something out.
Is she the favourite for the Elitloppet?
No way. I mean, she's maybe 20-1 shot, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll put a line for a few of the other mares as well. Sharon just missed a place last year, but has improved this year, the only Norwegian horse in the field.
Yeah, I mean, he's from a really good stable in Geirvegard Gundersen in Norway. They always have some stars in the stable. They have a small stable, but a really nice stable. He has been one of the best horses in that crop. I mean, he's 6 years old now. He has done a fair bit of good races, but this time I don't think he's a winning chance. But he's a really nice Norwegian horse, and we know that the neighbors, if they have a fair good horse, they will get into the Elitloppet. And Sharon is the best horse in Norway to this day.
So he should be making the final by the sounds, all going well.
At least from this post number, he can for sure.
Don Franquezet, this horse has got an amazing little record. 58 starts, 35 of those are won. He won the Elitloppet back in 2021, and where did he finish? Second in 2025. He's lining up for his 6th event. And I was wondering, you keep reading through their stats, so thankfully they tell you there is one horse that's had 7 starts in an Elitloppet, which is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is an amazing horse. And if you take a look at the pedigree as well, I mean, he is just amazing with the I mean, he has some pacing in the breeding as well with Kissed by the West out of Western Terror. So you as an Australian might like that as well. Don Fanucci said he has done amazing this so far, and I don't think anyone has any type of pressure of from this horse because he has done everyone proud so far.
He won his first attempt at it. That's an amazing effort. And then he's been back 6 years. It's frustrating in a way for him.
Yeah, exactly. And as all pacers, he just keeps doing better and better. So no, it's really good.
Yeah, that's so he's pacing bred. That's amazing.
He's pacing bred, not his father, but his mother. So yeah, but he can only trot. He's only a trotter, so he doesn't do anything wrong whatsoever.
I know a great trainer over here, David Aiken. I asked him one day about pacing bred trotters that trot, and I said, "What makes them so good?" Because they seem to be very, very good when they do it. And his argument was they want to trot. They don't want to pace. They actually want to do, so they're doing what they want to do.
Exactly. No, I mean, and they are so. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. I don't know if you can.
No, I can't. I don't hear too much of it, Dennis. You're fine. Don't panic.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good. No, but he's just amazing. And the thing about pacers as well is that they're just getting better and better for each year.
Yep. No, he was the first horse to gain a ticket via E-Race. What's an E-Race? Just out of curiosity.
That is that series started this year. It's actually a couple of races that goes at Solvalla and a couple of other tracks as well during the spring, and all the horses are getting points in that series, and he was the one who did really well in two of those races, and for that he is now in the Elitloppet. I think that he has a second last year and a winner 2021, as you said. He would probably get invited anyway, but no, he did amazing at the E races, and here we are.
So, in other words, he would have earned his right anyway, but he has actually earned his right. If that makes silly sense, he has. Yeah, not on past performances, on current performances, he's earned his way.
Exactly, for sure. And it's also interesting with Philippe Ploquin that is driving as well, a French top driver that Daniel Redén have some collaboration with in France during the winter. Now he gets the chance just as he did last year in the Elitloppet. So that is really nice of Daniel Redén as well, and also a bit of a spice to the Elitloppet to get the French driver as well.
Well done. That is good, and that's again opens up the world, if you like, and which is what we want to do. I don't know how to say this horse's name. I do Tillard.
Try.
I do Tillard. Is that close?
Well, if I'm kind, I would say it's close, but Idao de Tillard is his name.
Okay.
Idao de Tillard. 2L in French is turning J, so Idao de Tillard. Yeah, exactly. So this is maybe the best horse that France has had for a couple of years. He did have colic this winter, so he has had a lot of problems, and that is also why he didn't race in the Prix d'Amérique in Paris in January. So now instead he is here at the Elitloppet, and that is just amazing. He went off stride last year, and I mean he didn't get that much, or 2 years ago I would say. And he was one of the favorites then. Now he's here for revenge, I guess.
So he's won the Prix d'Amérique 2 years in a row, and he was being set for it this year. Unfortunately, had colic and nearly died, and must have been very lucky to be alive. Now they're saying they can't believe he's back at the races, let alone racing.
No.
So it's a great story, isn't it?
Exactly, and they have been racing him so easy before this race. I mean, they just want to get form in the horse, so they haven't done anything with him. I mean, and still he's. I mean, I don't think he will be 100% on Sunday either. But to be fair, this horse can win the Elitlopp even if he's 95% in form. That good is this horse.
Wow, so that is your favourite.
At least the betting market suggests that he shall be the favorite. He's a 2-to-1 shot to win the final. Yeah, I mean, of course, he has a great chance, but it can't be any type of problems during the race, because then there are others that are really good as well.
Well, that's the problem with your racing over there. If you do one thing wrong, you're out of it, aren't you? Like, you got no chance. It's so competitive.
No, exactly. That's the thing with the 1,000 meters tracks, that just one step wrong and you are out of the race. So no, it's a bit unfair, but that is the conditions.
Yep, and that's the way it works. Dream Mini, 18
Exactly.
starts, 13 wins.
Yep.
Yep, 9 straight, and also Horse of the Year last year. This horse has got to have a fair rap on her.
Exactly. This Dream Mine, he's only 5 years old, so he has been racing in the 3- and 4-year-old races. So this is, you can say, his first time against the older elite, and that is, of course, a big question mark. But he has done. It's so amazing. I mean, this horse has been super impressive. It's just so nice to see that Jürgen Westholm, that is training the horse, actually want to be in the Elitlopp, even though he hasn't that kind of experience from these kind of races before.
He's the only trainer with 2 in the field, and actually, I think I read with the last horse job post that he's been waiting 19 years to get a horse in the Elitlopp. So he starts it with a bang, he puts 2 in it.
Exactly. So no, it's really nice. I wouldn't say that those 2 horses are one of the favorites, but he's having 2 amazing horses in his stable for sure.
No, very good. Keep going. This horse is a little bit of an interesting one. I love the comment. I've actually highlighted. So Keep Going has got 45 race starts, 11 wins, 3 seconds, 7 thirds. It was his first start over the mile. He is a French trotter. But I love the opening comment. A doldrum in Sweden, respected star in France. Like, every Swedish form, his Swedish form mustn't be much good, is it? Or has it translated wrong?
I guess it has translated wrong. I think what they wanted to say is that this is a horse that not that many people in Sweden knows a lot about, and he hasn't been racing in Sweden before. So this is his first time that he is competing in this kind of circumstances, and I mean, he hasn't that great of form if you take a look at the 5 last races, but I mean, he has been competing against the best horses in France. Maybe he's a bit tired of Vincennes, that is the big track over there where it goes up and down,
Yep.
and it's really psychology in that kind of track as well. Now he gets to 1,000-meter track where you see every year that the French horses, they just love it because they don't have to. I mean, their condition is so good, and they feel like it's so easy for them. The problem is that most of the French horses maybe isn't quick enough, but Keep Going. I mean, he must do better than he has done the last couple of races, but who knows? Mathieu Mathieu is he's in great form. His stable are in great shape. So, but the post number makes it hard, I would say.
Very good. I think they need to change that to unknown in Sweden. But I did like it. I had a giggle when I saw it. I thought, geez, they're not holding back. So it was very funny.
Exactly.
And then the last horse, and I would imagine no one wants to be the last horse in either heat, but because of the barrier draw. But Borup's victory, second in 24, fifth in 25. So obviously loves the racing around the track and loves the conditions. But I would imagine the barrier draw is terrible.
Exactly, it's so bad. But to be fair, I mean, now he can just take it easy from the start. Hope that everyone else do their work in with putting tempo on it, and then maybe he can be a third or fourth in this elimination to get to the final, because it's an amazing horse that has done nothing wrong in his life. You can also say that Daniel Wäjersten, he's like the superstar right now in Sweden. He's up and coming, or at least he has been up and coming. He's only 36 years old, and he has done an amazing work the last couple of years that has put his name into the very, very best of the Swedish racing right now.
That's his trainer.
That is his trainer and the driver as well. Yeah,
he'll drive him as well. So yeah. It's a big wrap. Very quickly, who do you think can win?
The first heat, I mean, it's quite open. Maybe I would go with Don Fanucci set if he's good enough. I mean, if he gets the lead, he's the one to beat. But of course, you can never doubt Ida de Tiad as well. I mean, his strength and his speed. I mean, he can do whatever he likes in this kind of race.
Very good. Heat number 2. Now, I did have the race times too. So due to start at 15:35, so 3:35, and the race straight after that. So effectively, I think that works out roughly about 6:30 and just after 7 o'clock Australian time. And I would imagine, hopefully, they're on Sky. They should be. I reckon if not, if you've got a Sky Active account, you should be able to get those. So that is the first heat. And then the final, just for people wanting to know, the final's set to go off at 5:45 your time. So that could be about 10 o'clock, hopefully, thereabouts. If I've worked that out. It's about 8 hours difference, isn't it?
Exactly, it's 8 hours. You're absolutely right.
Don't say I'm right. People don't like that. Duncan will say you're not allowed to say that. So that's okay.
But to be fair, aren't you 8 hours before us, not after us? So I mean, isn't the Elitloppet in the middle of the night at your place?
Yep. I went the wrong way. You're spot on.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be fair. So you can tell me I'm wrong. So yeah, you've got to go.
Now Duncan gets right.
He'll be very happy with it. He'll be very happy with that. I will work those out now that you've done that to me, but you're right. So anyway, I'll work it out.
I would say that the Elitloppet final will be around 2 o'clock during night at your place.
Now explains why I've never watched it before. That's why.
Exactly.
It's in the middle of the night. So, yeah.
Don't tell me that. It's broken my heart. But...
No, I do. Of course, I sat up with Just Believe. Don't you worry about that. But I have sat up for a few of the others as well. The second heat, this, of course, we said there before about Daniel. I'm not going to try and say his name, but of course, he's got 2 runners in. Dexter Dunn takes a drive on this horse, Geo Cash. Says there that his nationality is Dutch, but I believe this horse has got a bit of an American form line too, has it not?
I mean, he were in Jonkers in the international trot, so he has done 1 race in America, an invitational race. But except he actually started his career in the Netherlands at Dion Tesselaar's stable, and then before last season, he went to Daniel Wäjersten, and now he has done an amazing work. And the races last year really put him in the elite in Sweden. And this is a really quick horse that, I mean, of course, with Dexter Dunn is really interesting contender.
And I would imagine Barrier 1 brings him right into it, even with any exposed form, because he's going to be close enough for the heat because everyone tries to get a soft run to get into the final.
Exactly. I would say that he was one of the big surprises in the race before, but with the post number and his speed behind the gate, I would say that he is maybe even the favorite to win the elimination. So, and if he do that, he will get a great number in the final, and then no one knows what happens.
That's very intriguing. That is. Good luck to Dex. Okay, Ali. Now
Sure.
this man has a huge story. I think. I'm sure you know more about it than me. But Ali Giant. But you're going to say it's different to that, I think, are you, or not?
Exactly, Allegiant, I would say.
Allegiant. Thank you. Now it's unbeaten in Sweden, but this horse went through a mixed sale just recently. Her American form is actually very good. She won. I didn't write it down, but she won like a Breeders' Crown or something. She won a couple of nice races over there anyway. Then went into the mixed sale, sold for huge money. I think just shy of $1 million, and now is unbeaten in Sweden. Some sort of story, this.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing story. She did almost, $1 million in USA, and then she was, as you said, sold at auction for $925,000, I think it was. And she went to Sweden with Don Redén stable, and she hasn't been competing against the best horses in Sweden because she was only 4 years old last year, so she was in the four-year-old races. But now she's just as Dream Mind. She's competing against the very best horses, and many people would say that Allegiant is a better mare than Diva Ek, and on Sunday we will know. But she is amazing. She did an incredible track work last week, and Don Redén didn't even want to tell how fast he were driving that day. So it's a bit of a mystery about this horse, but and Örjan Kihlström, he is the king of Elitloppet. So we'll see how it works out.
5-year-olds have a pretty good record too, don't they, in the Elitloppet?
Yeah, they do. I mean, many people say that it's really tough, and of course it is. But 5-year-old, they are fresh and they are ready for the rumble.
Yep, and ready to go. You're saying the next horse here. Interesting little comment though. Jabba. I'm going to have a crack at it. Jabal Pur, I'll go with. But the comment afterwards, he's the fastest medium distance horse in the world. Is that going to help him over a mile?
Exactly. Yeah, Jabal Pur is a French horse that has done amazing. He went 1:08.7 in at the Vincennes at 2,100 meters. Back in June last year, and that is the fastest time that has ever been done. So he was amazing that day. He hasn't been that good during the winter and spring. Now the trainer says that he works really good, and he expects a really good race. But he has to be a lot better than he has been the last couple of races. But if you do the performance that he did at Vincennes in June last year, then he can be just. I don't even know how good he can be on a 1,000-meter track then.
You said there. I think you said then he was Swedish, but it's got him here as being Italian.
Jabal Pur, no, he is not Swedish. I mean, he is a French horse that is trained by a French trainer called Alain Cabet, and it's one of the best trainers in France. Gabriel Gelormeni has won the Elitloppet before with Onek, so it's a great driver as well.
No, very good. It's just got him there. You can see there in the middle. It's actually got him as being Italian. His nationality is Italian. So that's where you threw me
exactly.
out saying that.
Exactly. His owner are Italian, and it's the owners that are the flags are.
Very good.
Representing. Yeah.
I like learning stuff. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
One of the least experienced horse, I think the second least experienced horse in the race is a horse called Fine Manners. Has a brilliant record though, 16 wins from 20 starts.
Yeah, and you got that pronunciation right,
Easy
so
one.
that was great. Yeah, I mean he has done really good, but in a lot lower classes in Sweden. He was, I mean, the last race wasn't that good, so I mean, many people here in Sweden were really surprised when they told everyone that he was one of the elite horses. But if you take a look at the race he did 2 starts ago, then it might. I mean, you can suspect that he will do an amazing work, but. No, I mean, this is a really dark horse, and maybe it's too tough for him.
Might be too tough, but he does add a bit of intrigue, and you need that, I think, sometimes in these races. I'll get this one right too.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry. I'll get the next horse right.
No
the next horse is called Go On Boy. I won't get it wrong either. Last year's reigning champ, and it's he's fourth appearance in it. He also ran second back in 2023, but by what I was reading there, they said there he might have come back a bit big. He was a bit fat this year. Has he struggled with a bit of form this year, has he?
I mean, I wouldn't say that he has struggled because, I mean, this horse, to be fair, he can't be disappointing. I mean, he has done everything right in his life. He is like almost every time he turn out at a racing track, he is first, second, or third. So he's just amazing. He has earned. About almost 5 million Australian dollars in purse money. So it's just an amazing horse. He hasn't won since since he started in Belgium in December. So maybe that is why some people are concerned. But no, he will be a factor for sure.
Good. It's always good because you don't want those horses. You want the reigning champs to be at the top of their game because that's what keeps people in the sport. The non-followers, they say, well, this horse won it last year. They don't want them not to make the final. You want them in the final. So
exactly.
Rightio. So this horse, the next horse, A Fair Day, 55 starts, 27 wins. But is this a little bit of the people's horse? Is it the way that I read it? Trained by a retired school teacher, driven by a demolition worker. It's just got a little bit of a great story to it, has it?
Yeah, you sum it up really good there because this is an amateur trained horse with an amateur driver as well that has done amazing. Everyone, I mean, I would say keeps hope that they will do good in the Elitloppet. Now we'll see. I mean, he was a bit, I mean, surprised. He was a bit of a surprise last year, but then he went off stride because of Idaho, or it was 2 years ago. Last year he was fourth in really good as well. I mean, maybe it's not a winning chance, but it's just amazing for these kind of people to be able to compete in the Elitloppet. And I guess that is what makes. I mean, everyone can dream. I mean, no matter if you have 200 horses or one horse, you can still dream of that big star, and this is a proof of that.
That's what we want. We actually want to dream. Is it Elizabeth is a lady trainer? I'm hoping it has.
Yeah, you're correct.
No, I just wasn't sure on the breakdown. So yeah.
Yes, and that is the only one this year, and it's. I mean, Elitloppet doesn't have a lot of female trainers or female drivers. So when they are here in the race, I mean, it's always nice, and it will be a public horse as well.
The next one is really interesting. If you look at it, it's a French trotter with good form, earns his way in there. But he's actually a gelding, and the French don't have too many geldings, do they, as a rule? And then, so I'm talking about In Excess Blue, but I've probably got that half right, half wrong. But the interesting part about it, when you do the form, we'll read their form comments. he's not hard to line his form up because he's not allowed race in those big races because he's a gelding.
Exactly, and I think you said it right in the beginning, because you said a French trotter, and this you can really say it's a French trotter, because you almost have to close your eyes when you see him race, because he doesn't trot that nice. I mean, he's not that fluent in his trotting, but Jesus Christ, he is really strong. And yeah, I mean, he now, when he's 8 years old, he's just getting quicker and quicker. And now they are actually trying to get him at 1,600 meters at 1,000 meters track. And it must be a bit of a concern, but I mean, this horse, I believe he could beat the Daudetiad from the outside, even if he gets the race right.
Is he the horse that's having his first start over a mile? Is it he? Has he raced over a mile?
Yeah, no, he hasn't. I mean, in France, they don't have a lot of short races. I think he has done one race over 1,800 meters, so almost a mile, but a little bit further. But then he went off stride, so you couldn't really tell how he worked that out. But normally he is going over longer distances. But just as you said in the beginning, he's a gelding, so he can't compete against the very best in France, or at least not in all the races. For example, he can't race in the Prix d'Amérique. But he is just so good, and the two last races where he won, he has been amazing. So maybe this is even my favorite for the Elitloppet, even though he has post number 7 in the elimination. But I do believe that he will just getting better and better for every meter that he runs at the Solvalla this weekend.
He's just become my favourite, that's for sure. I got a real rap on him. And then the last is Job Post. He's very good when he trots. I gather this horse has a bad habit of jumping it off because, there's some. I'll let you talk about him and I'll get the comment up if you like, Dennis. But he looks a lovely horse.
It's a lovely horse for sure. A little bit like Fine Manners. He started last year in lower classes. He went up and just turning better and better and better. Then they tried in France this winter, and he just didn't like the French kind of way to start the races. I mean, he was just way too fresh, and he just went off stride at the go. So he prefers car start for sure. And when he goes behind the car, he is just trotting. So there is no doubt that he will trot this time either. And just because I said that, we all know how it goes. But no, it's an amazing horse that gets Björn Goop in the sulky as well. And Björn Goop, I don't think we have to presentate him in Australia as well, because he's just an amazing driver.
I got to meet him in the Invitational Drivers Series last year at the Creek, and awesome, lovely, great driver, and really showcased his form once they put him on the trotters. He was having all sorts on the paces, and rightfully so, but once they put him on the trotters, he just came into his own. But just a top person and a great ambassador for the sport, because he was so open to everyone. Photos, talking, did not care. He was a ripper. The comment next to this horse says he's never lost a hand-to-hand fight. So in other words, when he trots, he's very, very good. It's just, unfortunately, just when he doesn't go away by the sounds.
No, you're absolutely right. Now he was second last time out at Tingsryd, the only mile track in Sweden. But yeah, I guess he needed that race to be fresh and to be in good form. So no, with that race in his body, I mean, I do believe that he will do a great race. But post number 8, it's bad.
Bad, very, very bad. Dennis, thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, it was only going to be a couple of minutes. You're probably lucky we didn't start it later. You'd miss half your day's work. It's before breakfast.
No worries whatsoever.
I think it's important. I think we need to continue to showcase this, or some of those storylines you found there with, the geldings, the mares, the horses from America as well, and just being able to tell them for people, even a retired school teacher. Actually, I don't even think she was a school teacher. I think she was an after-school teacher, so basically like daycare. There's so many cool stories. And as I said, we got Dexter Dunn driving the one in heat number 2. So we want to make sure people are ready for that as well. Get geocache. So plenty of intrigue here for us as well. But thank you very much for your time, mate. I really appreciate it. But I'd like to do more of these if we could, going forward and continue to break down some barriers.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's so important the trotting business isn't that big, so we need to take care of each other. And just keep on getting those lines between Sweden and Australasia and USA. You are a bit far away, but it's not that far anyway, because the horses can get to each country. We of course wanted to see Kiang Sahara this year. Hopefully we will see her next year together with the family Lee. It's just an amazing trotter that I want to see her compete against the very best in the world, because she's extremely good in Australia. Now let's see how good she is when she competes against the very best.
I forgot the gentleman's name. He comes over. I'm going to be in trouble from Duncan, but I know we watched a horse trained by Emmerich. Can't even remember the name of the horse, but he said that horse would have competed on the world stage. That was 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, it was just a different horse. Our horses can compete. We've just got to be able to do it. But I think sometimes if we can see some of these other horses consistently and understand the form on them, I think that can only help. It can only help both ways. I think that people see our form as well and understand what we do have.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And your breeding in Australia just getting better and better. We have seen a couple of horses that has done really good here. You talked about Just Believe before. We had Maori Time that sadly went off stride in the Elitloppet, but geez, she was all about speed, where you could see that. So you have really good horses, trotters, not only pacers. And it's really nice to see. And we are following the Australian racing closely here in Sweden. And I hope that you as an Australian racing fan are following a bit of Swedish racing as well, even though it's in the middle of the night as it is this weekend.
But we can always watch replays. Replays are easy for us to watch, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We've got a favourite. There's the Nutrient Sales Classics. There's $1 million on offer in the one race night. I can't reach my phone over there, don't worry about it. But there's $1 million on offer in prize money, pacing and trotting. But there's 4 trotting races this week as well. 2 heats of 75,000 and 2 of 125,000. But I was just looking then for the 2 2-year-old races. The colt is by Orlando Vici. And then your Tactical Landing, Duncan actually bred that. It would be one of the favourites. It's out of a Cadabra mare. So, our breeding is there and definitely stacks up against those with a lot of European bloodlines and a lot of lines that you guys know about as well. So, which is very, very important.
Yeah, and I do think that is the thing that also makes it even more interesting, because we all want to see how it goes for those kind of sires. If you have Calgary Games, if you have Tactical Landing, Muscle Hill, if you have Walner, that is getting the races even more interesting, because if you get a champion with a sire that everyone knows about, the sire will be even more interesting for the future. So no, it's really nice, and I hope that you keep that up, because it's needed for sure.
Bold Eagle. While we're talking
exactly.
He's left a horse called Kai Valley Ray. That one journalist put a pretty big rap on him. He's exceptional trotter. I don't know if he's our best trotter just yet, but he's an exceptional trotter. A 2-year-old trotter this year called Apollo 11. Has already won a Group 1 from 4 starts. And just the other day, Duncan Yabby Farms. Pat Driscoll had one by Bold Eagle at a dance craze, champion mare over here, could Dream of Seas. She was impressive, winning at her third start as well, and she's got a bright future as well. So, that Bold Eagle, what did he win? 2 Elitloppets. So, I mean, he's very, prominent in that as well. So, we've got to keep continuing to push these barrows out there.
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right. And we hope that everyone will get to know the trotting business as well, because it needs to grow in Australia, because the pacing industry is of course very nice, but the trotters are amazing as well. And in Europe it's all about trotters. So to keep the relationship between Europe and Australia really good, it's all about the trotters.
Duncan McPherson would say, mate, we're hot to trot. Dennis, thank you very, very much, mate. Really appreciate your time giving me out this morning. I do appreciate it, and some great insight into each of those horses. And we will catch up. We might even catch up the week after the Elitloppet at some stage if you come up for air, and just discuss and break down some of the some of the other results on the day. So really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much.
No worries, and I hope my English wasn't that bad. I know it's bad, but hopefully you can understand me, at least some of it. So that's nice.
Mate, did you not hear the words that I butchered? Dennis, thank you very much, mate.
Take care.